In Finland, there is an old but still inhabited yellow apartment, situated in a small city near a railroad. Almost all the people living there are over 70 years old, and most young people simply won't stay there for longer than a year. If you live there, you will soon notice several unusual things. In the basement, the text, "Turn on the light, turn off the light when you leave," is written next to every light switch. It's unusual to remind somebody of something so obvious, but here it is of critical importance. People who forget something in the basement never return to pick it up. If you offer to go and retrieve it for them, they will stop you from doing so. There is one door there, between some storage doors, that has no numbers on it. Instead, the door has a worn-out nameplate on it. The people in the flat will tell you to leave that door alone. It is said that people who have peeked into the keyhole have seen very unsettling things. The wires and pipes in the basement are incredibly old, yet the house still has perfectly good running water and electricity. The laundry room, which is in the basement, must be reserved if you want to use it. If you go there without reserving a time first, you will at first get weird looks and some scolding. Then people will more ominously and angrily warn you. These things may seem minor, but those, usually the younger ones, who've become too curious or failed to follow the rules have ended up either crippled, insane, or dead. Usually people say these incidences were results of drugs use or alcoholism, but some of the more horrifying accidents cannot be explained by anything. How do I know this? I used to go and help my grandmother, who lived in the apartment, and I've seen several people, usually young people, dragged to an ambulance who are missing an arm, sometimes other parts as well. The worst case was when I found a corpse that looked like an explosion victim in the laundry room. His guts were splattered all over the room, and his left arm was sitting on top of the washing machine. Before her death, my grandmother told me that she knows what, or should I say who, is behind the incidents. After the Second World War, there was a shortage of apartments, and one war veteran who lost his left arm was given rudimentary room in the basement for no cost if he would help people to do laundry and help the janitor. He did, but eventually someone insulted him one way or another. The veteran killed that man and himself. Ever since then, his spirit has been there, harshly punishing those who fail to follow the rules of his home. After telling this, she told me I should never ever return to the apartment, as I knew too much. As I left the apartment for the last time, I could see the figure of an old man, missing his left arm, staring at me, reflected on the large glass panel on the door to the stairway.